Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I haven't done one of these in a while, but this is your Kern River fly fishing report. We're up here on the upper Kern, I don't know, I'd say 2 or 3 miles down from the Fairview Dam. The fishing up here has actually been really good. We've been getting stocks every week for, I don't know, last month or so, and the weather's been beautiful. We haven't really had much rain, and so this section of the river here is pretty low unless you can find like some deep pools like I'm in right now. In the campgrounds and stuff down around Camp 3 and Pump House 3 and all, or Powerhouse 3 and all that stuff, just north of Kernville, the fishing's been great. Tons of stalkers right there. If you're staying somewhere in town, you should be all right fishing right there. As far as that goes, eggs, crickets, earthworms, right, any of that basic stuff. I haven't heard anything on like dough baits or power baits or anything, but I do know all that other stuff is working. As far as flies go, you know, drifting some woolly buggers down there has been doing all right. Moth flies, all the different flies and things that you would typically use for stalkers have been doing really well right there. As we start to work our way up the river and get into that 20-mile section, 15-mile section really, once you get out of that, what I was just talking about, the fishing gets a little more difficult because there's not so much access here, and also the water's really low, so the fish aren't moving up and down this river like they normally do. Typically we have a lot of water. You can see the water lines, you know, behind me on the rocks here, and a lot of times even when they're stalking, those fish are moving up and down that 20-mile section, and I just haven't seen that happen. They tend to, you know, just enter the water, and wherever they enter the water, that's where they're going to stay. Now, as far as the you know, the native fish up here, I've caught some really nice native Kern River rainbows. They really like the perdigons and the Frenchies and that type of stuff. You know, I typically do it, I don't know if you can see this behind me, but I just have like a little white indicator or bobber about 3 feet up. I am fishing really deep. The water is pretty cold. But I'm fishing all these big, deep runs, and so I'm letting everything drift in front of the rocks and even kind of go under the rocks. That's where I just took this last fish, was up underneath the rock, or these big, deep runs right, you know, where the riffles are beginning. You know, the fish, they don't really want to move very much. The water's really cold. It's probably low 40s, and you know, they're a bit lethargic, and so you kind of have to get that drifted right in front of their face. I am seeing signs of hatches up here about 2 o'clock. We do have some, you know, like blue wing olive type insects out flying around. I see signs of stoneflies starting to happen. So stoneflies have been doing pretty well, you know, nymphing with stoneflies. Not much topwater action, but then again, I really haven't been doing a lot of topwater because I've been doing so well nymphing. So, you know, just under an indicator, Euro nymphing, tight lining, whatever you want to do up here to get into those sections. Now, you can see I'm not even in waders today. You can get into waders, but a lot of times, like I worry about falling in some of these deep places where I can't wade anyway, so I don't really want to fall in there and drown. So I've just been up here, you know, rock hopping and doing all that other stuff. Today I got my kids with me. Got my youngest daughter, you know, they're back there. Let's see. Got my youngest daughter over there. She's been netting fish for me today, and so trying not to fall off this big rock that I'm on. We've been having a really good time up here. If you're willing to get up here in this upper stretch of the 20-mile section, there are really nice fish. I'm talking like 16 to 20-inch rainbows, but you do have to fish for them. You might fish for them all day. The bite may turn on for 30 minutes. You catch 2 or 3 fish, and then that's it. It just turns off. You may see fish and you can't catch them no matter what you throw in front of them, and that can be frustrating too. So all I can say is within the next month or so, the weather here is supposed to actually turn. Today was about 75 degrees, and the weather is supposed to be back down in the 50s. We've got some rain coming and stuff. I'm really hoping we get some snow so that we can have a good fishing season this summer. But I don't know, there's no snow on the mountains around me here, and that's kind of disheartening a little bit. But anyway, get up here, you know, get your lines in the water. If you want to see some of the spots and you want to be a little bit easier on you, you can always check out the Kern River Fly Shop down there. I stopped in there today. That's where I bought some of my perdigons and Frenchies from the Bueller brothers there. and you know, they're very knowledgeable. So check them out. They're also on Instagram. I'm on Instagram if you want to reach out at Road and Reel. And as always, you know, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.